How did you get involved in this work?
I have a bachelor's degree in public health education, and I interned at the American Lung Association, and that's how I got my job here at Public Health. So I am the Drug-Free Communities Coordinator, and our coalition is called Against Substance Abuse in Pope County. Our acronym is ASAP. Our coalition is solely focused on the county of Pope, and we have one school district, and that's called Minnewaska School District, and we're a federally funded grant, and we work on alcohol and marijuana.
Tell us about your coalition.
Our coalition feels that with marijuana being such a hot topic because so many states are legalizing it recreationally, that this will better equip parents to have that conversation. And data shows that parents have a huge influence over whether their kids will choose to use or not to use a substance. So if parents share with their kids that they would disapprove of this behavior, the kids will be less likely to begin using themselves. So our coalition wanted to start focusing on marijuana, but before we began, we wanted to find out what the community already did and didn't know. So what we did is we conducted some key informant interviews, and we learned that parents really just wanted to know more about marijuana. They just had a lot of questions and didn't know what was true and what wasn't true, and just didn't really have the tools to talk to their kids about the topic.
What does implementing a strategy look like for your coalition?
After conducting the interviews, when we learned they just wanted more information, we decided the best way to do that would be to do a direct mail piece. So what we did is we picked all the topics that we thought parents would need to learn about, and we put them into postcards like this. We did a series of 4 postcards. We called it Parents, Talk to Your Kids About the Importance of Not Using Marijuana, and it was a Let's Talk toolkit. So the first postcard we did was Parents, Let's Talk to Your Kids About the Importance of Not Using Marijuana. And it was an introductory postcard which kind of told parents what was going to be coming to them in the mail, and all the postcards will look alike so that they'll be more likely to recognize them. And then the second postcard we did was about marijuana and the teen brain. So in this postcard we talk about how marijuana affects a developing brain and how it can affect their academic performance and their home life and social life. The third volume of the Let's Talk toolkit was what to do if you suspect your child is using. So signs to look for, things to look for in their room, ways that they're acting that could be different. And then from there, now that you've learned the health consequences and physical consequences that could happen, it's okay, so how do you have that conversation with your child? And it can be awkward, so we gave them some talking points and some resources to have that important conversation to help prevent them from using, or if they are using, help them stop. The project went over very well. We heard positive feedback, and I actually had a few community members say they actually read it and sat down with their husband and their family and talked about it. And they said, you know, you don't always look at everything you get in the mail, but this was eye-catching and colorful. So they actually read it and felt like, okay, I have enough information now to share this with other people, and I feel like I can have that conversation with my child because I know a few solid facts that are easy to talk about and some good talking points.
How do you think sharing this will help others?
This project can help other prevention coalitions around the area because they can borrow the idea and use it for whatever substance they're working on, whether it's alcohol, tobacco, opioids, or marijuana. They can do interviews the same way, see which topics they want to learn about, and then a mailing piece is just a great way to get it out in the community. So doing a positive community norm message on the front, and then whatever information you want on the back. I've had a few coalitions ask to borrow the layout of the postcards, so I think it's going over well.